Hi there folks, thanks for joining me. Great to have you back. Welcome back to the channel. So today we're delving into another one of these Journeys Down Memory Lane and Matchbox classic kit, and it's the Vought F4U-4 Corsair. This of course was the plane, I mentioned this actually when I did the review on the Zero recently, and it said in the instructions something like this Zero, dominated the skies in the Pacific until this came along. So this was an absolute game changer. Massive radial engine, fantastic aerodynamics, this very unusual, almost Stuka-like anhedral dihedral wing, anhedral here and then dihedral here on the outboards. Anyway, it's a cracking kit, PK-14. Here it's just taken off from a carrier, as you can see, and it says pilots of the US Marine Training Squadron based at Cherry Point 1952 undergo flight deck training tests during their exacting marine training program. Well, it's certainly a tricky thing to do, landing on one of these decks, so yeah, they need plenty of training. Okay, this is going to be another one of these wonderful, absolutely delightful Generation 1 lift-off top boxes. So it's PK-14. We've got on the side more adverts for their other products. So we have got the Red Arrow, which we recently reviewed, following that. We've got the Mustang, Hurricane and the F5 Freedom Fighter. The other side we've got, as normal, the colour guide showing the model finished but unpainted, with its decals on as they come. So I've got to say it looks quite nice. So let's have a look inside without further ado. And don't forget, I must note to myself, don't forget to tell people about the inner box first. Right, here we go, the inner box then. So we've got this paint guide where all the small part call out paints are recommended here. You get your radial engine, your big prop, full bladed prop, wheels and tyres, pilot and his seat, and then you got the gear. On the side is a guide for the display stand, which I'm hoping we've got this time, and then it's just a repeat at the other end. So what have we got? So first of all, now I tell you what, we've got an absolutely, relatively speaking, massive decal set. I'll come to that in a second. First of all, the Corsair. This plane was based on a US Navy design contest for a shipborne single-seat fighter in early 1938. They aimed to make it the fastest fighter plane in the world. Based on the Pratt & Whitney double Wasp engine, the V166B design was approved. A prototype was built and ready in 1939. The immense power of the engine required that an enormous air screw propeller be used, and the inverted gull wing helped because it gave adequate ground clearance while keeping the undercarriage length to the absolute minimum. The Royal Navy were so impressed they were the first to operate the machine from carriers, and US Marine squadrons used the Corsair from ground bases. Well, didn't know that. The Royal Navy actually beat them to the punch. Well, that's unusual. But of course the Royal Navy had quite a few of these on a number of carriers in the Far East, so there we go. Maximum speed 446 miles an hour. Wow, that's a fast plane, isn't it, for a prop? And what did they call it? Was it Whistling Death or something they used to call it, the Japanese? They called two planes that name actually. It was this plane and also the Beaufighter, because they're both very quiet. But this one had a screaming whistle that was unique. But anyway, back of it, load of blurb, not going into that. Then we've got the hot hints, we've all seen them before. So let's get straight into the actual instructions themselves. So you're building your pilot into his seat, then you're getting your Wasp radial engine built up and popping in your one-piece propeller. You then have to make sure that you seat the back of the engine in before you then obviously have to put the collar at the front in. That's what it's trying to show you here. It shows it has dropped because it's obviously a tricky operation. Then you pop all this into the two halves of the fuselage and you bring in your canopy. Well, a bit early for that, but anyway. And I notice actually that it's now recommending at this stage that you, for some reason, that you then put in your collar. Very odd. Anyway, tailplane's going on section 6, section 7, bringing all the wings together. And this is what makes this plane so iconic, this gull wing effect. Beautiful. Popping your undercarriage and your legs together, You've got a tail arrestor hook and a big tail wheel there as well. And you're putting in your lower gear, gear doors, and your guns go on the wings, and your pitot head. And that's it really. So, let's have a look what we got. We got some decals. Nice ones. Look how big this is. It's a massive sheet of decals, isn't it? They look absolutely brand new. Lovely. Okay. Then we've got, again we seem to have got, this is odd, I think this may come from the same supplier where we've got the stand, but we don't seem to have the vertical piece. Sure enough, we don't, do we? Yes we do. Yes we do. We do have it this time. I'm aligning them. There we go. That's the missing piece that we didn't have in the other kit for the Fallen Nat, I think it was. Okay, that's all complete then. So let's have a look at the nice little canopy. That's really nice, isn't it? That looks absolutely brilliant. Fantastic. Yeah. Gorgeous. Okay. And then we have the two sprues, and I've got to say these look rather impressive. So, first of all, dark blue one, and we've got the fuselage, two halves. We've got a twin-sided tail on one side. The other side doesn't have the tail on it, just for simplicity. We've got this big air screw, massive propeller. There's your collar for your Wasp engine, and then you've got your pilot and his seat here. And then you've got all the fuselage with some nice detail on the fuselage actually for this. For the size of it, it's really nicely done actually. Then we have the tail wheel and arrestor hook, the gear, the wheels, and various odds and sods, little aerials and things. All looks good to me. And then the other sprue has very blue, like a beautiful French blue. This is it's nice plastic actually, lovely. You've got your Wasp radial engine right here. Looks cool. Then you've got your tail planes at the far end, and then you've got this beautiful gull wing and angle it so you can see it. Isn't that nice? What a beauty. Oh yeah, we like that. That's really nice. It's got great detail underneath. It's got the gun ports, the ejector sheets for the guns, and same on the other side. Absolutely brilliant. That's nice. Really looks great. I want to build it. I love it. What's not to like? Wow. Well, I've got to say that that's a nice little kit as well. They hit the mark every time pretty much, don't they? It's very rare they have a turkey. Very, very nicely done. Lovely packaging. Great decals. Massive decals. Look at the size of that. It's huge compared to the others. Mostly you get decals about this big on a Matchbox kit. Decals are almost bigger than the instructions. So that goes in there like that. All goes back together safely in the box. And that is the F4U Corsair. What's not to like? An absolutely superb kit. Yep, and I built, I don't know, 2 or 3 of these I think. Definitely recommend it. Thumbs up from me. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you give me a thumbs up. Please share it if you did enjoy it, thought it was interesting. Don't forget to subscribe and tick the notification bell to make sure you get notified of any new videos coming up in the near future. In the meantime, until the next review, I'll say bye for now. Thanks for joining me. Take care of yourselves. Bye for now.